Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of the Handler of Dragons, a new action RPG that's available for early access on Steam right now, with the full release scheduled in 2022. So we're going to take a look at this game today. We're going to watch the trailer and talk about it, and maybe this is something you want to play today. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right, let's jump right into this. Right now, we're on the website PlayStation Life. Title this article, Action RPG, The Handler of Dragons lets players speak to dragons in a fantasy world. Coming to PS5, PS4, and PC. I'm going to add a little bit to the end of that title. So let's see what's going on. Indie developer Kalinske and publisher Golden Eggs Studio have announced their 3D action role-playing game, The Handler of Dragons. Will release on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 sometime in 2022. The game is currently in early access on Steam and with Xbox and Nintendo Switch versions planned for the future. Kalinske has developed The Handler of Dragons over 3 years. According to the press release, the game puts players in the shoes of a warrior residing in a fantasy world who can communicate with dragons. You ever seen the movie Beastmaster? Well, now you can talk to dragon. It's different, I think. Gameplay features include exploration and discovery, magic and skill, and morale choice system. When developing The Handler of Dragons, I set myself the goal of combining an intriguing adventure and fun gameplay with some degree of depth, so that players could take advantage or take something more out of the game. Lindsay said, in the context of moral choices made the game in their outcomes play an important role, because you'll have to face the consequences of your decisions. It's part of life. Your decisions have consequences. An official overview of the game. In the RPG game, The Handler of Dragons, you will play as a warrior who can speak to dragons. We know this. How will it happen? What will be the consequences? The adventure begins. During adventures, you will meet various people and creatures. You will choose whether you want to become a friend of dragons or their slayer. So you could also kill dragons in this game. Are you going to protect the dragons at all cost? How far will you go to obtain their power? Listen to this one. This next one cracks me up. Manage relationships with your relatives and see how they will help you or not along your journey. For instance, if your wife can fight on your side if you develop a good relationship with her. See? You build a good relationship with your wife, she will fight beside you. Instead of just like, go away. As you proceed, you'll be given a chance to improve, learn new skills, magic attacks, and others if you decide. Now, what I'm going to do is play the official trailer 2 for The Handler of Dragons. But first, a quick 20 seconds from me. There's plenty more to come in this video, but first, if you're new here, welcome. Obviously, you have stumbled upon the coolest ARPG site on YouTube, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know anytime I drop a video. We also have a full merch store on the channel available under the store tab. Lastly, we have officially dropped memberships for the channel, 5 tiers available. It is the best way to support me and my journey on YouTube. As always, thank you all for the support. Right now, we are on the official Steam page for The Handler of Dragons. Now, I wasn't clear earlier, okay? This game dropped early access today. Today is day one that you can play this game if you're interested. So let's take a look at price, let's take a look at user reviews, and let's take a look at system requirements. Now, there's only one user review right now. And don't worry, we're going to read it. You could probably guess that obviously this is an indie title, so it's not going to cost you a lot. If you want to support, it's going to cost you $10.19. $10 for the Handler of Dragons, okay? System requirements, I was actually fairly surprised. They're on the beefier side when it comes to recommended. So i5, 4670, that's not too bad. But 16 gigs of RAM, 980 Ti, so 6 gigs of dedicated GPU, and then 13 gigs of storage space. So not terrible, but not like you can run it on a crappy laptop, okay? So it does have some requirements from a visual perspective. Now, when it comes to that one review, the one lone review for the Handler of Dragons. Ace. Classic RPG game. Of course, it can be seen that it is from a small studio, but the effort is appreciated. The game is interesting and definitely fun. I got the game as a preliminary approach. And the rest I can't read. So, yeah, you know, I mean, and I agree with that. On this channel, I like covering indie games. You know, sometimes we always cover all that AAA stuff. It's good to give the little guy a chance, and maybe the Handler of Dragons is the game you've been waiting for. All right, everyone, that's the video. I want to know your opinion. Is this a game that we should support? Is this a studio that we should support? Let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't heard yet, this coming Friday is my 2-year anniversary stream on Twitch. Yes, we have officially been creating content on YouTube for 2 years, and it feels good. I feel like I have just as much energy as day one, and we're gonna have a special guest on stream. We're gonna be doing giveaways, game giveaways. It's gonna be a great time. First link in the description below. Don't miss it. This Friday, stream will boot up around 3 o'clock PDT, and we're gonna go for as long as we possibly can. Again, first link in the description below. If you haven't joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're now over 1,200 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this video on the Handler of Dragons. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.